Daniel?
So, good day, everyone. Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can hear you, but just be a little louder. You're quite low in your volume.
All right, ma. So, good day, everyone. My name is Lukan Daniel Akele, popularly addressed as Global Tattoo. So, today we are going to, the topic for today is University Survival Guide, moving from survival to thriving. So, about the math purpose started with the idea of many people believe math is about solving for X, looking for Y, looking for a question on paper, which means math is beyond that. Everything what we are doing nowadays is mathematics. So that's the only reason why I started with math is purpose. So today, idea with my team is being about the topic. So from there, I talk with all our guest speakers for today's program. So that's why math is purpose is to make people to see how mathematics connects with what we are doing now at this. That's the purpose. So our speaker is here for us. So we let us welcome our speaker, Dr. Joy. You are welcome, ma'am. Start, ma'am.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for that intro. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, thank you very much. So, good evening, everyone. I'm happy to be here this evening. Like Daniel has said, my name is Dr. Joy Mutegi. I'm a lecturer of applied mathematics from Kenya, a university called Multimedia University of Kenya. So I was happy to receive the invite from Daniel for today's webinar, where we are discussing from surviving to thriving. So that is our university survival guide, how we can start thriving instead of just surviving. So I hope you can see what I'm projecting, understanding the difference between surviving and thriving. Daniel, are you able to see it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I have some brief notes there, which will help us understand the difference between surviving and thriving. So from my personal understanding, when we talk about a student who is surviving at the university, this is a student who is simply attending classes just for purposes of passing exams. A student who is just living from one assignment to the other. A student who is always feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. A student who is just counting days to graduation. So you get excited when you clear a semester, another one comes, and you're just looking towards your graduation. But that is what we call surviving, and that should not be our intention today. So for every student who is here, our prayer is that you're going to move from surviving to thriving. So on the other hand, if I would define thriving from my own understanding, a student who is thriving is one who is actually growing academically, socially, professionally, and personally. A student who is very intentional about opportunities and openings that exist within their area of specialization. A student who is building a future and not just earning a degree, just another certificate. And a student who is able to maintain their well-being while achieving all these goals. So this is a student who within the duration of 4 years or 3 years or 5 years that you're in school, you are not just there to earn a certificate. So within the 4 years, you should be able to look at yourself and tell whether you have grown academically. Mostly yes, because you will have moved from maybe one level to the other. What about socially? What about professionally? What about personally? Are you intentional about what is happening in your area, about the opportunities that are available? Are you able to maintain your well-being while you're doing all this? So that is a student that I would say is a student who is thriving and not just surviving. So I want you to take a minute and looking at my screen. You can see I've given there a diagram of a tree that is really thriving and doing very well, and another one that is barely surviving. So I want you to ask yourself, when you look at your life at the university, would you rate yourself to be among the survivors or the thrivers? Are you just surviving or are you thriving? So take a minute. Probably you can even unmute and tell us what you think from your end. Are you a student who is just surviving or are you a student who is thriving? Maybe from you, Daniel, if I will start from you, you can open the floor for us.
What is the question, my again?
Yes?
Your question.
I repeat the question.
Yes.
Now, am I loud enough? Or are you able to hear as I was speaking? Or I'm speaking to myself?
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay. So I posed the question after giving an explanation of what I would define to be a thriving student. So I am asking, if you look at yourself from the definition that I have just given, would you refer to yourself as a thriving or a surviving student?
Thriving now.
Thriving. Wow, that is great. What about the others who are in the group?
I'll rate myself thriving, ma.
Yes, you rate yourself?
I'll rate myself thriving.
Thriving.
A thriving student.
Wow, great. Aha. Wow, that is nice. Anybody else? So if you rate yourself to be among the ones who are thriving, my assumption is because you look at yourself and you can see there is growth happening, that you have been very intentional about opportunities, that you're not just there to earn a degree, that a lot more is happening within your spheres. Now, for those who probably, I was hoping one or two people will tell me that they are merely surviving, but for those who might just be merely surviving, there are several things that you can do. It is never too late. So there are several things that you can do so that you move from surviving to thriving. And one of the things is, I would advise that you own your learning. What do I mean by this? There are very many students who think that lecturers are responsible for their success. So you will keep on blaming lecturers, that this lecturer doesn't know how to teach, this lecturer doesn't do 1, 2, 3. So from today, if you're that kind of a student, I would advise, if you want to start thriving, then own your own learning. Just remember that university is about self-directed learning. It teaches you how to learn. Basically, you learn how to learn. And you should be more effective in how you learn. And you should be ready to use those strategies very actively. So own your learning. That is the first thing that I'll tell you. Don't say that I will learn depending on lecturer A or B. If the lecturer does this, I learn. If the lecturer doesn't do this, I will not learn. So own your own learning. Now, I want you to remember that your degree is not what your lecturers teach. It is what you learn. So regardless of how the lecturer teaches, what you learn thereafter is what a degree is all about. So look at yourself and check. Probably you've done a particular unit, the semester is over. What did you learn? That is what your degree is about. Then the other thing that I would advise is that you need to master time before time masters you. What do I mean? I mean, you need to prioritize your activities. Don't just always be busy, doing a lot of nothing. Prioritization is important. It is also important for you to check your routines, ensure that you have a particular routine that you're following. Avoid procrastination. Many students have the habit of always saying, I will do this tomorrow, I'll do this next week, I'll do this later. And that is where most students are caught up. Probably they've not done their assignments, they've not revised for the exams, they are not excelling because of procrastinating. Then the other thing is you need to balance your academics, your social life, your faith, your family, and your work. It should not just be academics. You also have a social life, which also needs to count. You have your faith, which also needs to count. You have your family, you have your friends, you have your work if you're working. So you need to have a balance in all that. Now, that is very important because some people don't know how to manage their time. And that's very important for a student. If you want to thrive, then you have to know how to balance all the activities. So again, I want to pose another question and ask, from all the activities that you're doing, which is the one habit that you think is stealing a lot of your time every week? Something that you feel you need to change. Is it your sleep? Is it time with your friends? Is it maybe reading? You're just reading and forgetting that there is a social part of it. Which of these activities do you think is stealing a lot of your time, if I would use that word? Anyone can go first.
Activities that steal most of students' time, especially their gadgets. They spend more time book, on TikTok, on social media, doing irrelevant things instead of building and adding to their skills.
Wow, that's a great one. So for sure, many students are spending a lot of time on social media, TikTok, and other things, and they are wasting a lot of time that could have been used for other things, maybe for studying or maybe for something else. Thank you for that. Any other person who can tell us maybe something else that you think is stealing a lot of your time?
Another one is relationship with friends.
You
have to know how to manage your time. You have to know when to read and not when to mingle. Some friends have their own time of reading, while they to play around.
Thank you for that. That's a great one. Relationships are also another big problem, where you find that some students are spending a lot of time, maybe relationships, boyfriends, girlfriends, and all that, or just social friends, and they're spending a lot of time with them, and they forget to balance their time for other things, especially academics. Yes, thank you for that. Anything else? Okay, so now it is important that even as we speak, or even later on, take your notebook, identify what you think is taking a lot of your time, something that you need to work on so that you're able to reduce and so that you're able to balance. Remember, there are so many things that you need to do. So if you think there's one that is taking more time than the others, then it is important for you to be very intentional in organizing yourself so that you can manage your time. Then the other thing that I would advise is that it's important for you to build your digital and AI literacy. AI, of course, is there with us, but I'm a very serious AI advocate. But again, it is important that we learn to use AI responsibly. So as a student, you should know that AI is your partner. It's not a shortcut to you passing exams, to maybe lying in your assignments. You're supposed to use AI as your partner in the learning process. So I therefore advise, I will not tell you that AI is bad, don't use it or don't learn it. It also comes in handy. It helps you to do a lot of things. So it's important for you to master which AI tools are the best for your learning. If, for instance, you're doing some research work, I know many students just know there is maybe ChatGPT, but there are so many other AI tools that you can use for your own advantage. So master the AI tools that you need for learning. If you use Claude, for instance, what do you use it for? If you use Perplexity, for instance, those who are doing research, Perplexity is a very good tool that you can use for your research, and many others. So it's important to take time, just understand the AI world and the tools that can enhance your reading, your support, and so many other things. That said, you should not forget that AI also has some other challenges. So as you're using it, please check on your academic integrity, because some students just AI maybe to cheat, to do assignments, to steal in the exams. But remember, there's what we call academic integrity. Don't overlook that even as you're using the AI. Then again, don't let the AI mess around with your critical thinking, because sometimes many of us are now so used to AI, we don't want to think. If you want to do something, you ask AI to do that for you. If you want to write down even a mail, you ask AI to do that for you. So some of us have sold our critical thinking to AI. It is important. Again, I always say I have a slogan that we use AI as a co-pilot, not as a pilot. So in whatever you're doing, remember that AI is there as your helper. There are several tools that you can probably get engaged in when it comes to AI, especially for your own learning. Like I'm sure all of us know about ChatGPT and we use it. There are others like Perplexity. There is one that we call Consensus. There is Elicit. There is Canva. There is Notebook LM. All those are good tools that you can spend time go and understand them and see how you can use them for your own success, especially in academics. These days, there is a lot of information online. Even if you do not know how to use a particular tool, you just need to go to maybe YouTube. And if you do not understand how to use Canva, Canva is very good, especially when you're coming up with your maybe slides, when you have to do a presentation, or when you have to do some designs. It is very good. It can help you come up with something very nice. So if you're doing your projects and you need to use some of these tools, feel free to use them. Take a bit of your time, other than just being on social media, just looking at what other people are doing and having the memes and laughing and all that. You can take that time, go learn some of these tools, understand them, and then use them to your advantage. So my key when it comes to the AI is that AI will not replace students, but students who use AI effectively will definitely outperform those who do not. So be among those that will work better with AI. Another thing that I would advise is that you need to develop your skills because employers actually, these days, they are looking more at your skills other than just your certificate. The degree is one thing, but the skills that you offer, that is what the employers are interested in. So work on your communication skills, work on your teamwork, work on your leadership, work on your problem solving, work on your creativity and your emotional intelligence, because these are some of the things that the employers are more interested in. Of course, they need your certificate, but besides that, they're also interested with what you can offer to their company. So look at probably what you are lacking among this, and then you work on it. Then again, the other thing is build your personal brand, and you need to do this quite early. Don't wait until you have completed university and that's when you're thinking about your brand. Even if you're in first year or second year, look at your LinkedIn presence. If I open your LinkedIn right now, what will I find? What will it speak about you? What will it say about you? Do your professional networking. LinkedIn is a very nice platform because it's quite professional. You can get very many professionals that you can link with from LinkedIn and of course many other sources. Attend conferences, attend webinars like this one that you're attending here, so that you can build your brand early. And I always advise, please check on your digital footprint. Remember, we say that technology never forgets. Whatever it is that you're putting out there, remember people are seeing what you're posting, what you're doing, what you're writing, and that footprint will be there even 20 years from today. So please watch what you're doing when you're online, because even your employers also go online to see what you're also doing so that they can understand what kind of person is this. So I want to give you a small challenge. I want you to take 1 minute and Google yourself. Just go to Google and type your name, the names that you're known by, and see what comes up. And whatever comes up, remember that is what your employers are going to see. So just take a minute, go online, Google yourself, and then we can discuss what are you seeing and what is your employer seeing when they Google you. Has anyone found themselves on Google? Daniel, does Google know you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, whatever you are seeing, that is what your employer would see. So what do you think about it? Does it portray the Daniel that you want to be known out there?
Yes. Even even I am not the one that checked the thing when I saw this kind of Google stuff online. I messaged someone from Philippines, so he just asked my name on Google, and he you understand that, wow, so this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. From there we connect together. That's
Great. So now that is why we are saying you check on your digital footprint, because whatever you are doing is being seen. There are some of us who do very weird things online, and remember, those weird things will still be seen. Again, there are some of us who are so docile, there's nothing that can be seen about you. That is why, again, if there's something you're doing, if there's a project you're doing, make sure it is visible. If you're on YouTube, you'll be seen. If you're on maybe TikTok, you'll still be seen. So whatever it is that you're doing, just do what you'd want others to know you about. I'm sure that is exactly from social media that Daniel was able to catch up with me, because he was able to see what I'm doing and he thought I can be a good presenter for this webinar. So also, if you want to be seen out there, then do things that will make people see you. If it's on your LinkedIn, ensure that you are updated. Anything that you're doing can be seen. You might be surprised that even employers can start looking for you, even through the LinkedIn profile, from your profile. So then the other thing that I will advise as a student, if you want to thrive, not just to survive, find your community. So many students thrive best when they are connected. So make sure you join clubs and societies. Don't go to college and you're just reading and reading and reading and nothing else. So join clubs and societies, join mentorship groups, maybe assist in peer support. You can even be moving from maybe high school to high school and you're talking to the students, you're supporting them, you're helping them even understand their careers. Join professional associations if they are in your area. Do volunteer work. That way, you're going to build a very strong community, and you might be surprised that that is where even some of your employers will come from based on what you're doing. And remember, once you do something, if you volunteer, just put it online. Let people know that you're doing some volunteer work. If you belong to a particular club, let people know that you belong to this particular club. The activity that you're doing today, put it online. Post it in your LinkedIn profile. Let people know that today you attended a certain webinar on this and this and this. So build your community. It will work best for you in your future. So sometimes we think that just the coursework is the only thing that is important for you, but that is not true. As a thriving student, your network is as important as your coursework. So create time for it as well. Then another thing, take care of your well-being. These days we have a lot of issues with the mental health. So don't just go to books, and then you forget about yourself. Take care of your well-being. Take care of your mental health. Sleep well. Some of us will read and forget to sleep, even for a week. Take care of your physical health. If you need to go to the gym, if you need to exercise, if you need to do some physical work, please do it. Work on your stress management. These days, there is a lot of stress around. So if you don't work on your stress, then you might find it overwhelming you. So do what helps you to reduce your stress. When you need to ask for help, please do. Don't shy away from asking for help. Go to people you think can help. If you have mental issues, if you have even physical issues, health-related issues, stress issues, I'm sure there are people around you who would always be willing to assist. So don't shy away from asking for help, because that will go a long way in helping you take care of your well-being. As you can see, we are saying that many students fail not because they are incapable, but because they are exhausted. So when you're so exhausted, as much as you're a very good performing student, you might find yourself failing, even in your exams, in your assignments, in your daily activities, because of exhaustion. The next thing that I would say is turn your setbacks into comebacks. Once in a while, you'll find a situation where you're failing. We don't always succeed 100%. Every time we are not succeeding. There are times you succeed, there are times that you don't succeed. So if you fail in exams, for instance, don't give up just because you failed in exams. Wake up. If you need to do a supplementary exam, do it, and then come back, get back on track. If you're doing an application and you get a rejected application, that's not the end of life. Wake up, apply again, can apply 1,000 times. One day one will go through successfully, and you'll be surprised. You can get a very good job even after 100 rejections. So don't give up just because your application has been rejected once. There are many academic challenges. Try to overcome them. There are many. I know students have many issues. Sometimes, like we were told earlier, there could be issues with relationships. There could be issues with health. There could be issues with finances. But one way or another, just look for a way of overcoming and move on. Don't have self-doubt, because many students are not sure that they can succeed. You keep on doubting yourself. And probably, maybe you are a student who can do very well, but many students lack self-confidence. So turn your failure into a lesson. Failure is just a feedback. It is not a final verdict. It simply tells you that you need to work harder. It doesn't tell you that you're useless and you cannot make it in life. Then the other thing is start preparing for life after graduation today. Don't wait to start preparing for your life after that day of the graduation. Even if you are a first year student or second year or third year student, start preparing for your life after graduation today. Do internships, for instance. You don't have to wait to be in fourth year to do internships. Start early, even as early as first year. You start creating links and networks as early as possible. Start volunteering. Start working on some research projects. Start getting other certifications. There are many certifications online these days. Start even a small business which you think can maybe help you raise a few coins in the process. Who knows? It might grow into a very big startup in the future. So you start planning for your career as early as possible. Many students make a mistake of waiting and thinking that they'll start planning after graduation. So my question to you is, if graduation was to happen today or tomorrow, do you think you are prepared for it? What do you think? Do you think you are prepared for it if it was to happen today? Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. That is great if you're ready. If you are not ready, then do something to ensure that you're ready. Even if you're in second year, suppose you're told now you're going to graduate in 2 weeks. What do you need to do? Start preparing early. Don't wait for that time. Start doing those short courses, start the internships, start the mentorships and all that, so that by the time you're finishing your course, you have done many other little things that are going to help you into your future. So that word thrive, it is the main word of our day today. I want to give you a simple framework for you to understand what thriving is. The T, take it to mean take ownership of your learning. I'm just summarizing what I've been talking about. The H, harness technology and AI wisely. The R, deal with your relationships and networking. Start early. The I, invest in yourself continuously. The V, value your well-being. And E, embrace opportunities and challenges. So that is basically the summary of the points that I've been talking about today. And therefore, as I close, I would like to tell you that university is not just a place to collect credits or earn a degree. It is also a season to discover who you are, to develop who you can become, to improve yourself, and to prepare for the impact that you will make in the world. Whatever you want the world to remember you for, 20 years from today, 30 years from today, you start preparing for it now while you're at the university. So don't spend all these years just merely surviving at the university. Learn, grow, connect, contribute, and thrive. So I rest my case there, and I say thank you for this opportunity. Back to you, Daniel.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for this amazing section. Ma, can we get the video after the program? Ma,
Yes, please. Yes. What did you say?
Can we get the PDF after the program?
Can we get?
Can we get the
PDF? The slide.
The slide. Oh yes. I'll send to you so that you can share with them. I will.
Thank you very much.
So I call him my guy at the time, my boss. So his name is Abdul Wakil
Yeah,
Oladipo. I don't know the full meaning. So,
yeah, let me just there. Let me comment from there. My name is Abdul Wakil Olajuwon Aderemi Oladipo.
wow, thank you so
I
much
am
for that. So, it's a fun, like, teach mathematics in Yoruba for people to understand. When I come across in online on TikTok, I was like, wow, you see something like a diagonal, you call it Igosego, like especially for Nigerian students, you call it Igosego. I don't know, you will never forget that kind of thing. But today, Sunday, I met him, I contact him, I talk about him. So from there, I invite him from this program. I don't know why people don't join this program and they join the WhatsApp group. I've already did the recording, so I put it there and they check. So our next speaker is your turn now.
good evening, everybody. I think you can hear me clearly.
Yes, you can hear you, sir.
As I said earlier, my
You
name
can hear
is Abdul Wakil Olajuwon. As I said earlier, my name is Abdul Wakil Olajuwon Aderemi Oladipo. I studied statistics from the University of Ilorin. I graduated 2015, then I did mathematics education, National Teaching Institute. And I have other diplomas, a diploma in civil engineering, diploma in computer science, etc. I so much believe in the guy Akinleye Lekajale because when he met me, he told me his plan and his ambition towards mathematics. Since then, we chat on WhatsApp, up from a copy. Not until he messaged me that he wants me to be his guest speaker on mathematics with purpose or student's guide. A lot of things actually affecting education in Nigeria, and one of it is our parents. I'm going to let everybody know that our parents are also one of our problems in Nigeria in order for us to succeed. They actually put us as their retirement plan, but they didn't build us to be their retirement plan. So many of us, we are from the less privileged area. So many of us, before we even go to school, we have to work. Then by the time we get to school, we'll be so tired to learn. And we get back home again, we have to up again so that we can give money to our parents. If we are meant to be their retirement plan, they should have give us space, time for us to reach. So many parents don't value education. And the main reason is that they didn't go to school, so they see no reason to follow it. Not until recent, right, people now start seeing what education is becoming. What do we call education? And what do we call admission? There is a difference between admission and education. You may be admitted and not go to school. But if you are admitted and you go to school, you become educated. You may be educated and you may not be learned. There is a difference between being educated and being learned. We have people who are schoolgoers. They pass through school, but they are not learning. Being learned, that is exactly how you become thrive. The thriving the doctor was talking about earlier is when you are learning, that you understood the main reason why you go to school, which means you go to school with purpose. Admission gives you access to the university, but discipline, purpose, and consistency determine whether you graduate successfully. University is not just a place to earn a degree. It is a place to build the person who will earn a living and leave a legacy. Note that university is not just a place to earn a degree. It is a place to build the person who will earn a living and leave a legacy. As Doctor said earlier, if you want to leave a legacy, definitely you are successful in that education. But nowadays, we are not building ourselves. We just go to school to cram whatever we have been taught. And when it's time for exam, we put it down. Everybody have good grades. We are running after grades. We are not running after what happened after university. Traveling with the certificate, whatever you have, whatever you graduated with, traveling with it is exactly what happened after education. The same thing applicable after NYSC. What next? Students start asking. That is the main reason why we have many graduates that are POS agents. We have many of them that are Okada rider, because we didn't see the purpose of them going to school. Now, purpose is very important. Purpose before pleasure. If you don't define your purpose, distraction will define your future. If you don't define your purpose, distraction will define your future. You will be distracted. There are a lot of activities that happen in the university. When I was in the University of Ilorin, I could remember vividly 2012. 2012, we were preparing for whatever we had is second semester. There's always a lot of activities happening in the university. And if care is not taken, you are going to lose that. In 2012, our University of Ilorin, brought in Reminisce, a musician, Olamide Bado, musician, all of them. They brought them to the school to party. They brought MTN to the school to do lottery, whatever like that. Students were just rushing to party, a lot of activities. We played the HOD Cup, we played the Physics Cup, we played whatever cup, a different kind of activities, different kind of competition. All these students will be carried away with place. And if your purpose is not defined, distraction will define your future. And normally, nobody plans to fail, but people fail to plan. Nobody plans to fail. You cannot sit down, pick a paper, pick a biro, and write that I want to fail. But you don't need to write for you to fail. That is things we need to look at. That's the guide. You have to have purpose before pleasure. You have to define whatever you want to do in the university. Just like relationship. So many people go into relationship without defining the relationship. What exactly are you looking for in a relationship? What exactly are you looking for in a girl? What exactly are you looking for? Just as if, let's say, a company wants to recruit. They will tell you what they want. Somebody with MG, somebody with OMD, somebody with BSc, somebody with master's degree, somebody with PhD. Those are the requirements. It's just like an ingredient that you want to make a goosey soup. Then all the ingredients you need, you write it down. Those are the things expected of you. So going to the university, there are things expected of you. Like 9 students were restricted from the University of Ilorin yesterday. They were expelled from the university yesterday. After they have been given the handbook of the university, they have been given the rules and regulation of the university, then definitely they are not well disciplined. Character is very, very important. So everything should come from home, from their parents. A child who is not well trained from home will misbehave in the university. And the next one is time. Time is your greatest currency. Every hour wasted today becomes a regret tomorrow. If you are talking about time, even in physics, period, there is a difference between time and period. Period is total number of complete one circle, oscillatory per second. If you are talking about the time and the period, time spent is different from the period spent. You can actually spend time in the first semester, and you can have period after you have graduated from your university. Time is a branch of period. When time is simplified into smaller units, then the sum of it is just like when we're talking about a population and a sample. Time is a sample of the period. Now, if you don't know how to use your time, there are students, someone like me now, for example, anything that has to do with night class is a problem for me. I cannot read at night. And if I want to read, I cannot read when we have a lot of students around me. I can only read alone, maybe under a tree. I cannot read if there are just 1 or 2 or 3. That's the highest number of people that must be with me if I want to read. Or I'll be alone. So me going to night class, I'll not be in a crowd in science lecture theater, SLT. There is nothing. I'm not going to submit anything. I will just be playing. So you have to know when to read and when not to. A student who reads 2 hours per day is better than a student who reads 20 hours a day to the exam. 2 hours per day. You have to know how to manage your time. If you read 2 hours per day, it is very, very good than you reading 20 hours a day to exam. You are going to fail because when you get to the exam hall, you will develop migraine. So you have to manage your time. You have to know what you are doing. And if you're talking about mathematics itself, the most important thing you have to do in life for you to excel, for you to thrive, is manage your circle. You have to choose your circle carefully, because one person is a crowd. One person can be a crowd to your success. One person can lead you astray. Just a single person can make you be useless in this on earth service. So you have to choose your circle. You have to choose it carefully. You have to know the kind of people you're dealing with. I've seen some students, because their roommate is smoking, they smoke. A female student, because the roommate is a prostitute, she became a prostitute. That is why the Yoruba people say, they say, show me your friend and I will tell you who you are. Because they know friend have a lot of influence on you. Your circle is very, very important. So you have to choose your circle carefully in the university. For instance, when I was in the University of Illinois, I have a friend, his name is Akim Abayomi. He's now in the UK. He's a data scientist now. When we were in school, this guy joined us in 200 level. Our first semester 200 level, we wrote 20 courses. This guy had 20 A's. I started sweating. What am I doing in school? Is it somebody that gave birth to this boy? 20 A's. If my friend had 20 A's, definitely I'm going to try hard, that I must have a good result. But if I'm having C and my friend is having D, I will remain at that C or I come down to D. So your friend has a high influence on you. Your friend can make you fail. Your friend can make you pass. The next one is character before certificate. A degree may open a door, but character keeps it open. If you don't have manner, you did not go to school. You are just a school goers. You went to school because your parents want you to go. And so many students are going to school because of their parents, especially mother. So that your mom will be able to gossip when she got to the salon. When she got there, she said, my child, she's now in 300 level biochemistry. Oh, your own, okay? What class is she? That is the main reason why so many of us are going to school. We are going to school because so our mother can bragad, because of our mother braggadocious. So that our mother can keep talking outside, he's in mathematics, he's in engineering, he's in computer science. So that they can form outside. All these things are affecting. Instead of us to focus on the main thing, we derail from it. Try to know how to read and when to read. Do not read more than what your brain can take. If you don't study yourself, if you don't understand yourself, you are going to the university just to play. You will just come out with pass and for class, and you will decide when they give you E in any grade, in any course, you will say, thank God, I escaped this. I've seen students jubilating on E. They were jubilating because they had E in the course when I was in university. And the fact remains, some of their friends have F in that particular course. So the students were jubilating on E. If I thought the friend had A, he would have been sad. So the kind of people you are mingling with is very, very important. Your character is very important. If you don't have a good character, your certificate is useless. I could remember one girl after my NYSC in 2016-17. This girl went to a company for an interview. Immediately she got into the boss office. The man just threw a sachet water, a sachet nylon, threw it at her. The man was expecting the girl to pick up the nylon and trash it in the dustpan, but the girl was just looking at it. That was exactly how the girl lost the job. So many we watch online. Some of them even slap their boss on their way to work, to the interview. So all these things are affecting us. You have to have a good character. You have to have a good manners. And we lost all these things in our community. We lost all these things in our community, which is very, very important. We have to train our child and we have to learn. So many children, it is actually not their fault, because everything has to come from home. Everything has to come from home. So many teachers are out there. The parents are the one, they are not helping the teachers. They are not helping us. If you even you correct a child now, the mother can even follow the child to school.
and start shouting at you. So you will know a child who doesn't have manner actually comes from home. And they did not resemble anybody. It's their mother, because fathers are not always at home. Fathers are busy hustling. It's the mother that have to correct the child, that have to put a good manner into the child. Now, the next one is learn beyond classroom. How do you learn beyond classroom? Your CGPA may get you noticed, but your skills will keep you relevant. Your CGPA may get you noticed, but your skills will get you relevant. According to what Doctor said earlier, you have to learn a lot of skills from the AI as explained by Doctor. That is the main reason why I'm actually interested in the PDF she's going to send to us, because I heard her mentioning some AI, which I'm actually interested also, because we have to learn and we have to keep growing. Skills is very, very important. And we have different kind of skills. You cannot say because your friends are doing this, you want to do this. If your friend is learning one, you can learn another one. The only thing you need to do is that whatever is worth learning is worth learning well. You have to learn it well, you have to understand it. Especially the one that prepared this slide for Doctor, the AI Canvas or whatever that she mentioned earlier. I'm actually interested in it. Now, the next one is consistency beats intelligence. It is better to study 2 hours every day than 20 hours the night before an exam, as I said earlier. Then a friend that I said he got 20 A's during the exam. Then I approached him one day. I said, Akeem, how did you do it? Yeah, he said, his dad, when he was small, his dad says, you have to read 2 hours every day. Then when you're done reading, you have to tell me everything you read. You explain everything you read to me. Then if you get it correctly, I'm giving you this certain amount. So the man turned it to part and parcel of him. He cannot do without reading 2 hours every day. That is how the guy became an outstanding student in the university. This guy I'm talking about had ND statistics, HND statistics, ND civil engineering, BSc statistics, master in statistics. The guy is now in the United Kingdom enjoying his life. Financial wisdom. Spend according to your priorities, not according to your social pressure. Don't allow anybody to pressure you. In some cases, you can plan to spend 10,000 in a week, and only on Monday you have spent 8,000. That's the problem. So that you will not turn yourself to, please dash me 2K online. You now start begging for 2K. You have to deal with what you can deal with. Financial wisdom is very important. We have students when we were serving, when we were serving there, we were paid 19,800. And I saw a guy with that 19,800, he was able to establish himself after NYSC. I didn't know how he managed to do that because I can't do that. I couldn't. I don't know how to manage that. I don't know financial wisdom. I don't have it. And I actually admire that guy for that. I don't have financial wisdom, which is very, very important to have it. It is very, very important to have it. The next one we talk about now is build relationship, not just contact. There is difference between phone book and contact. There is difference between contact and phone book. I'll tell you the difference between the two. Phone book, if you check your phone now as you are now, you will see that a lot of contact that you have are Okada men, exit drivers, Baba Afusa, Baba Onigi, different ugly names, mechanic. Is there anybody on your contact that you can call now that you have a problem of 1 million, the person will send it to you? No. Anyone you can call. That is why we have contact address. When something happens, where can we locate you? That is contact. Phone book is a book that contains people that are reasonable and people that are not. Important personnel, high network individual, and others. But now, people that are important, contact, they are your network. Your network is your network. If you build contact from the university, deal with people that have focus, deal with people that have senses, then you'll be able to grow with them. To be successful alone is not easy. In some cases, you have to grow with some people so that you find yourself at that table. Now, every equation, when we're talking about mathematics with purpose, every equation has a solution if approached correctly. Life is similar. Don't run from problems. Develop the skill to solve them. In mathematics, every step matters. In life, every decision matters. Just as small errors can change the answer to a mathematical problem, small daily habits can shape the outcome of your life. When I was about to defend my project in the University of Illinois, a student came to defend his project in presence of Professor Ikoyomi River, the University of Ilorin that time, as of 2015. This guy came and was high on jobs. So for him to defend his project, he was just stammering. He couldn't even say his name at that point in time, which really affects his academic. The habits that he has mastered all the way from maybe secondary school days spoiled his career at that level. So we have to know the kind of habits we are going to master. If it is reading, too much of everything is bad. If you can read 2 hours a day, that is okay. And because you are reading, don't forget your social life. I've been lecturing for more than 15 years, and I've never for once put my videos online. Not until 2 years ago when I was teaching. I was explaining Newton law, first law, second law, and third law of motions in Yoruba. And a student of mine, never did I know that he was recording the classes. So one very day he uploaded the video on his WhatsApp status, and a friend of mine that was staying at the back of my house, he posted that particular video. But that video was actually not that of Newton law of motion, it was that of a circle. When I was defining a circle as the motion of an object, I said a circle can be defined, a circle can be defined as a locus of a point that has equidistance from its fixed point. I was about to define what's it called earlier? Projector. A circle can be defined as a locus of an object which has magnetic power of its own and travels in the air resistance under the force of gravity. So it was that circle I was defining. Then I started labeling the circle, show the diameter, the radius, everything in total, the sector, the segment, the minor segment, the major segment. So that guy now did that video. He posted it on his video. Then a friend of mine at the back of my house reposted that video, and he said a caption: if at all life itself was explained to him in this manner, he will have understand life much better. So I saw that video. I was like, so it makes sense. Does this really make sense? He said, yeah, it's a very lovely video. So I called that guy the next day. How many of my videos do you have? The guy have 13 gig of my videos, different classes. Then I connected those videos from him. That was when I started. Immediately I uploaded one on my TikTok. The first one I uploaded was that of Newton's first law of motion when I was explaining to Yoruba, second law, third law. That video had over 200,000 views that day. So I received a call from somebody, a message from somebody on TikTok that, are you the one in that video? I said, yes, sir. He now gave me a Zoom link that I should come online on Zoom. So he saw me, he said, yes, I'm the one. Then he talked to me. Immediately, the man dashed me 150,000 naira. I said, hey? He said I should go and buy a mic, I should buy a tripod. That was how everything changes. That was how everything changes. Till this moment. So as I'm talking to you now online now, Frank has already got me a land worth 5 million naira. I'm building a school presently. So whatever you're doing presently, as Doctor said earlier, put it online. He knows me. Akinyele Lake Daniel knows me. Put whatever you are doing online. Put it online. Social media can really change your life. Whatever you have done in school, don't forget the social life. It is very, very important. These are the key points you need to know. Success is prepared for long before it is celebrated. The university tests more than your intelligence. It tests your discipline. Those students that were expelled yesterday, it is their discipline that was tested. Some of them, it was based on exam malpractices, and some of them was based on homosexual. Read to understand, not merely to pass. Excuses have never graduated anyone. Do not give excuses. Procrastination is actually a waste of time. And I will read tomorrow. And when it is a day to exam, no. If you want to make it in life, if you want to make it in school, and you want to graduate well, whenever you are being taught in class, whatever you are being taught in class, immediately the lecturer left your class, read it immediately. Once you read it immediately, it will be easier for you to understand when the exam comes. Read it and give yourself some exercises to solve. Real life examples especially, that will make you remember. And if you do not understand that word the teacher used, maybe the teacher taught you in English, interpret whatever you have been taught to your mother's tongue. You'll be able to have a good result to the university. Our mother tongue is the best. If you are from Ghana, if you are from Congo, if you are from whatever languages you are from, whatever you have been taught, bring it down to your language. Understand the question in your own language. Then you will be able to use a real life analysis to solve the problem. Now, your future is built by today's choice. Don't compete with others. Compete with the person you were yesterday. If you are competing with others, you will fail. Compete with yourself. If you are competing with yourself, you will see where you are going to see yourself in the next 5 years. When you leave this all today, this conference, this webinar today, when you leave this webinar today, don't just aim to survive university. Aim to graduate with knowledge, character, skills, relationship, and a purpose that will make society proud. Let your degree be evidence of learning, not just attendance. A fitting final quote from you. I'm going to give you a fitting final quote. Education is not complete when you earn a certificate. It is complete when what you have learned becomes a solution to someone else's problem. Whatever you have learned, when it becomes a solution to someone else's problem, that is when you are learning. I was actually teaching in Yoruba. So many parents who are calling me all over the world, from the USA, from the United States, I'm now teaching them in English. And for your information, so many of them, they don't even bargain. They just say, how much do you take per hour? How much do you take for this, for this, for this? When you start giving values, that is when people value you. As Johanna, you may be thinking your family, everybody in your house did not know you. It's because you don't have names at the moment. When you have name at the moment, they will look for you. Everybody will have your number and everybody will start calling you. Never look down at yourself. Whatever you want to become in future must first be seen in your mind. Believe you can become anything in life. Anything in life you can become. Do not say because of where you come from. I actually came from a poor family, from a family of 7. My dad have a principle. He said he is going to sponsor 3, and the 3 should sponsor the remaining 4. Just imagine that. Which means we that will come from a poor background, we can attain any success. We can reach any level of education, and we can be successful at any instant of time. Don't forget that. If you have any question, kindly ask me. Hello?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your time. So I want to introduce someone who is also my coach, Fatia Kamarudin from Learning Mathematics student. She's a final year student. Fatia, I can take over. It's only in a good talk.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening,
Good evening,
our
madam.
speaker, our guests. Thank you so
Good
much for
evening to
honoring
you.
our invite. Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
honoring our invite.
You're welcome, Miss Debibola.
As Akinyele Daniel said, my name is Kamarudin Fatia. I'm a final year student of University of Ilorin Mathematics Department. So I was actually the one who proposed this topic we are discussing today, because I'm in my final year and I noticed that most of my course mates during this final lap, all of them were just rushing and rushing. And I don't know why, honestly. But then again, I suppose the reason behind that was because they didn't start their project earlier. That was why they were rushing towards the end. And not only that, even students, like my fellow students, those one in the lower level, it is during exam, most of them will be saying they want to do night class, they will be rushing during exam. But for me, I suppose exam period should be when you should be able to relax, not stressing yourself. It should be something that you've already read, you know about it, you just want to revise. Exam period should be time you revise, not time you read. That was why I suggested this topic with Daniel and he approved it. So thank you. The 2 speakers have done amazingly well. Like even me, I I grabbed a lot. I thought I know it, but today was amazing. I really appreciate the 2 speakers. You guys did so well. Thank you so much. So do we have anyone that have question for our speakers here?
Good evening,
Anyone?
everyone.
Okay.
I have a question, please.
Okay, you can speak.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Yunus Yesid Olawale, a 200 level mathematics student from Lagos State University, LASU. So, first of all, I would like to appreciate the two speakers that came on this webinar. And my question is, presently, we just concluded our second semester 200 level exam. So, in the next 4 months, because we have a 4-month holiday, we will be in our 300 level. So, my question is, how well can I make use of this holiday, because it's actually a very long time for us, 4 months actually. So as a mathematics student, how well can I prepare myself during these 4 months?
Can we hear from Doctor?
Okay, thank you. That's an interesting question and a very good question for that matter. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, yes, I can hear you, ma'am.
I remember getting the same question from one of my students, because they're also now proceeding for their long holidays, which is actually long, about 4 months. And there are many things that you can do. One of them, like I suggested, please don't stay idle at home. Think in terms of internships. If you can be able to maybe work with a certain company that is offering something related to your area, so that you're gaining some skills, even if it is for free, even if it's on volunteer basis, please go volunteer, do some work. If you're lucky to get a paid internship, well and good for you, but don't be idle. The other thing, if you do not get a paid internship, think in terms of what value can I add to myself? There are so many courses that are online that are free, that can supplement whatever you already have in the degree that you're going to have. If you go to Coursera, you're going to find very many free courses that you, even if you go to LinkedIn, there's something called, I think, LinkedIn Education. They have so many courses that you can register there and do for free and even get a certificate. And even if you don't get the certificate, you have the knowledge. You are a math student. How good are you in using mathematical softwares? For instance, how good are you in using Python for data analysis and for other things that you'd want to do? If you are not, this is the time that you can go there and learn. How good are you in using MATLAB, for instance? How good are you in using these other softwares that are essential in your area of study? This would be a very good time for you to go and learn. Even the AI tools that we are talking about. If you are in your 4th year, I'm almost sure that you're about to start writing your projects. If you're writing your project, you can have a very good project if you use the right AI tools. But do you know how to use them? This is the time you can go and learn. If you're doing your references, for instance, we have Mendeley, we have Zotero. Do you know how to use them? This is the time you can go, learn, equip yourself, so that you're better equipped for whatever is coming. So please don't waste the 4 months. Remember, we said be all round. Of course, socialize with your friends. Do a bit of social media. If you're lucky to get into some business, for instance, to do a startup, why not? It is a good time for you to try it out. So there are many things that you can do. It just depends on your interest and whatever objective that you'd want to achieve. Thank you.
Yes, see, do you understand what she said?
Yeah, yes, I understand all what she said. Thank you very much for that response, ma'am.
Or do you still want me to say?
Yeah, you can add to what she said, sir.
Mine is actually very simple. We are in Lagos. And as far as I'm concerned, Lagos is the headquarters of Nigeria. It is easier for you to learn whatever you want to learn in Lagos than learning it in any other state. There are some mathematical tools that you can actually choose. Like she said earlier, she said Python, we have R package, we have SPSS, we have Minitab, we have MATLAB. All those applications are really going to be useful for you. That is, there are some things you can do for you to learn it free. Is there, I don't know if there is any Bureau of Statistics in Lagos, like Lagos State Bureau of Statistics. You know, any?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't think there is any. Actually, I will search for it after this seminar.
Lagos State Bureau of Statistics. If you go
Okay.
there, they will teach you everything, but they don't like paying. So just go there and learn it for free. You will learn all those applications for free from them.
All
For
right.
free. Just don't want them to pay you. You just want to learn. You will learn for free from them.
Okay.
You understand? That was exactly
Yes,
what I
sir.
did when I was in my 200 level. I went to them that I want to sign for free. Then they taught me for 2 months. Even though
Okay.
it
All
is
right.
what I'm eating from actually, but I just have the idea that I know them. But it is not exactly what is fetching me money now. Do you understand? But
Yes,
because
sir.
The Yoruba they says, it is because we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. That is why we could not, we are not planning for that. Do you understand? We don't know what tomorrow will bring. You never can tell if any of this is going to be the one that's going to bring you what you are going to use to sustain and what you are going to sit on. Even some of
Yeah.
us, maybe a mathematician, and what is going to be fetching you money is correct draw. Do you understand? And maybe a mathematician, what is going to be fetching you money is not even education. Do you understand? A guy of mine that have
Yeah.
master in statistics is now working in a steel company in Lagos. He's selling steels now, and he has masters in statistics. So for you to learn things for free, you do it that way. You tell them you don't want them to pay you. You can even learn it in some parastatals. They will teach you for free. Any AI, what's it called, IT company, tell them you want to, they can even work as secretary. You tell them they should not pay you, that you want to learn this particular, they will be able to learn it. You can even learn it from a 400 level students for free. So, whatever you want to learn, speak out, as a doctor said earlier, speak out, you'll see someone to teach you for free. Even online, there is a guy that teaches Python in Yoruba on Facebook. But the
Wow.
only problem is that we are not sure if you have a laptop. That's going to be a major problem because Nigeria, nobody
Yeah.
wants a laptop.
No, I don't have at the moment, sir.
That's the main problem. And if you want to own a laptop now, it must be Core i7 and above. A laptop that will be able to do programming.
Yeah.
May God open way for you. That is the first thing. Because if you
Me
want to
too.
writing notes, you learned rubbish. When we were in university, they taught us everything using notes. When we got laptop, everything was error, 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 error. You must have a device to learn it. That's just the
Yeah. All right, sir. Thank you very much for all you said. I'll try as much as possible to get something done during the holiday.
all right. And if it is your mathematics that you want to build, you can decide to go to secondary schools and teach them for free. And you build your social media page through that you are doing community development service. You will see people that will help you. Before you know it, you'll be picking children, less privileged students from the streets. And you blow. Students that need school fees, students that need that, tell them on social media. A lot of people have money, they are looking for who to help. Bring that out from your community. Do you understand? Just do something. Do something. Crazy things bring this money. Think
All right,
outside the
sir.
box, students. All right. Any other question, please?
Do you have anyone that have question? Okay. Do we have anyone that is going to their final year? Let's say
Hmm.
in August or September.
That is doing what? Speak louder, please.
I'm asking if we have anyone among the audience that is going to their final year in school.
Okay.
Probably after this semester, it is going to be their last session in school, the next session. Do we have anyone?
I don't know why people are not talking.
Maybe we don't.
In 400 or 500 level at the moment.
My own is just after this exam, we are going for 400 level. From there, our IT move to class on the level like that.
So you are in the University of Technology, right?
Yeah, so the University of Technology, correct?
Yeah, that's why I said yes. That's what I want to know.
Yes.
So, Ajia, there's none of them.
Okay. So, in the absence of no question, that means we'll have to wrap this session up. We've done justice to the moving. I get now, she asked question that are we thriving or we are surviving in school? It was only I and Daniel that was able to answer that question. But now, if there is anyone among us that is surviving before, I believe we should be able to change the scenario of surviving to thriving, because surviving in a school, it is not good enough.
Yes,
So after this session, we should be able to change that narrative of surviving. Don't survive. You should thrive.
thank you, Ajia.
So do you have any? Is there anyone talking?
Yes, Dalawale, can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, she asked if you are striving or you are struggling.
Actually, I will say I'm in between at the moment.
Intersection.
You are the thriving side. Don't be in between.
Intersection is
That in between is like you looking for a shortcut. You don't want to say what you are.
Try to be a compliment of struggling. Yes, you can hear that.
Oh.
Be a compliment. Don't be in it. Be out of it. Empty set. So
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Best of luck, brother.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it, sir.
Okay. So, like as I was saying, we'll be wrapping this session off because we've already done justice to the topic that we have on ground. And I really appreciate everyone for joining. But before we go, since we are talking about LinkedIn and connection, can we please say our name on LinkedIn so we can connect with each other? We can grow from there too.
My name is Abdul Wakil.
Just Abdul Wakil.
Yeah, you say Abdul Wakil.
Okay.
So mine is Dr. Joy Mutegi. I'll be happy to connect with as many of you as possible.
I'm coming to your LinkedIn now.
Thank you.
Most welcome.
So, maybe who is your project supervisor in mathematics?
Professor M.O. Ibrahim.
Professor
M.O. Ibrahim.
M.O. Ibrahim. About the to Buru nǹkan.
No, my supervisor is not harsh.
It's not harsh, but that is Professor
it's not Professor Taiwo.
Professor Taiwo.
I beg go. He's not Professor Taiwo. I beg go.
Taiwo, you won't find it easy with it.
I will not say but no, I don't want. I don't want. Okay, we have people here now. Please, you don't want to introduce yourself to us. You don't want us to connect with you.
So my own name on LinkedIn is Nick Daniel Akinleye.
Nick Daniel Akinleye, the same name you are saying here. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my name on LinkedIn is Yesid Olawale Yunus.
This same name you are saying here is only Yunus that we're gonna have. Okay. I don't know why this
Good
is
evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Is someone sick?
Yeah, please, my name on
Good
LinkedIn is
evening, everyone.
Talk, Miss Ese.
You are saying your name.
Yes, I said my LinkedIn name is Sebastian Kessian.
Hey, this name that is here number.
Yes.
That one is good because you cannot pronounce it. Where are you from, ma'am?
Akwa Ibom.
Yeah,
I know. I guess right.
Name that sound like war. No, it's a bunk. It's from Akwa Ibom. Abasipon Christian. Yes, that's Akwa Ibom. Uyo.
Yes, Uyo.
No problem. If someone tech, you want to say something, please?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Anthony Mwandiki. Yes, I'm Anthony Mwandiki, a student at Multimedia University of Kenya. You can connect with me at LinkedIn at Anthony Mwandiki.
Okay. You are Anthony on LinkedIn. Anthony what?
Mwandiki.
Okay.
MWANDIKI.
Okay, thank you for spelling that out for us. So we have
Anthony is one of my students, and he's a student who is really thriving, not just surviving. If you go to his LinkedIn, you'll actually understand that he's a thriving student, a very serious entrepreneur. So he's someone I would advise you to follow on LinkedIn.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
sure. Thank you so much, Dr. Mutegi.
We'll connect with you, Mr. Anthony. We still have people here that are yet to tell us their name.
Malimon, Gospel, Salam.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello, sir.
I'm Oyefola Abdusalam. I'm actually not a mathematics student, but I just feel like mathematics is important in someone's life, so I just say I should join. But actually, I have problem with my LinkedIn. So I won't be able to share my LinkedIn because I currently don't have LinkedIn.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for introducing yourself. We don't have to connect with only mathematicians. In fact, we want to connect with people from other fields too, so we know how it is. We want to explore.
And I really thank the speakers. Their words were really inspiring and enlightening. I really gained a lot. I really appreciate.
Most welcome.
Okay. We still have two people. Okay, remaining one, not two. Alimo Motunrayo. Are you there? Okay. It seems she's not there. So We are good now that we know ourselves. We can connect with each other on LinkedIn. So once again, I want to appreciate everyone for joining and our speakers for their amazing words. Really appreciate. So we'll be coming to an end of today's live session with Maths with Purpose. Thank you all for joining and thank you for listening. Thank you for staying till the end of the program.
Thank you too for having me in the meeting. I really appreciate. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you, Ma.
So thank you everyone. In the next few months, so we are going to be having our Maths with Purpose celebration 1.0 just to celebrate 1 year anniversary of the Maths with Purpose have started, the impact, the everything I've done online. And also by the grace of God, by next year early, we are going to have our physical program here at Federal University of Technology, Accra, in this Nigeria. So we invite you all for the program. As we are close for this program today, we appreciate our mom, Dr. Joy from Kenya, and our the other speaker is not here. We thank you for that, and my able co-host. Thank you so much. I'm able to. So thank you everyone. Really appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you too for the invite.
So I think we are done for today. So we can just leave the meeting and just go and do what we want to. So thank you everyone for joining this meeting. Really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Help us to tell people about Maths with Purpose, what we are doing. We organize monthly program. We did the Maths with Purpose. No, the Global Maths Group broadcast every week. You can check our YouTube channel, and there's a lot of things coming up. We are just starting this thing, so there's a lot of things coming up. So thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye everyone.